Did you ever wonder what would happen if Domstudio Titans replaced Dafuqboom's Titans in the original series? Or what if the secret agent never existed? Or even better, what would happen if the upgraded camera Titan came to episode 47? Well, after looking into these topics and scenarios multiple times, I figured out exactly what would happen. And spoiler alert, some of them even turned out better than the original. For example, if Domstudio Titans were in place of Dafuqboom's, the alliance would become even stronger. Of course, I'm talking about their twin model, which includes the TV, camera, and speaker Titan. Even at the beginning of the story, the alliance would already be dominating the toilets, as the camera Titan, even at the start of the multiverse, was really weak. Okay, but at least he was stronger than the base camera in the original series. Therefore, he wouldn't lose against G-Man, and would still continue to help the alliance in battle until the speaker Titan arrives. Now, I don't think I even have to explain the difference in strength and skill between these two base Titans. But no matter what, the important thing to note is that in this version, the speaker Titan would not get infected. This is because he wouldn't be alone and would be fighting alongside his brother, the camera Titan. This would change the story a lot, as a lot of deaths would be prevented. But it gets even better, as when we get to see the TV Titan, instead of seeing his base form, we would see the upgraded daddy. I know we've seen Cinema Titan in the multiverse, but that wasn't canon, so we'll skip that version. Thus, the upper hand would lean more towards the Alliance's side. Yeah, I know. This is exactly what I see most of you complain about in the multiverse, but I guess that's how it is when you have really powerful Titans on your side. But everything wouldn't be all rainbows. As we all know, the Skibidis try their best to keep up with the advancements of the Alliance, which indicates that due to the TV Titan being the baseline of strength, the mutant would be even stronger, possibly even more than the camera and speaker. Since the difference in strength of the TV Titan compared to the other Titans is absolutely night and day. The story pretty much progresses with some arcs being totally irrelevant. The Titans totally eliminate almost every threat due to the presence of the TV Daddy protecting them. Yeah, it wouldn't be as cool as you expected, since they wouldn't showcase their upgraded forms. And I guess you know why, right? Also, the scientist toilet would be taken down easily, and we would then get to the Astro arc. Another huge difference here is that in the battle between G-Man and the Astro Detainer, Jimmy would have some more win conditions. Since, as we explained earlier, he would be more powerful than he originally was, but he would stand no chance when fighting against the Titans. Surely he would be able to deal some damage to the other Titans, but the TV Titan would just be too much for him. Let's not also forget that even though Jimmy has some evil tricks up his sleeve, it wouldn't matter. Plus, there is also a rage mode, but we'll get to that in a little bit. We also know that in the secret scene of Season 24, we saw that the TV Titan still caught up to G-Man, but even then, the events would still be the same, as we shouldn't underestimate Jimmy's plot armor. The next thing that comes to the show are the Astros. Now, how would this one play out? Although we haven't seen much from these Astros, we shouldn't underestimate their powers, not even for a second, as their attack power is just too much. With this, the base Titans would get damaged seriously. And similar to the original story, the TV Titan would find a way to teleport one of them, as he knows he wouldn't stand a chance. Or maybe if he gets some brain cells off, he would try to go all out and attack them with his rage mode. Now, I'll leave this one to you. Do you think he would do anything significant in this state? Let us know in the comments. Okay, this scenario wasn't as epic as you thought it would be, but you would definitely like this next one. What if the secret agent never existed in the Skibidi series? Although we didn't see a lot from the secret agent in the original story, his absence would cause significant changes. Even way back in episode 65, most of the Alliance members would die, as we saw that he was responsible for the message that made the Alliance members push forward. And when the toilets arrived via teleportation, they already had some chances to escape. If not, they wouldn't have realized or had this opportunity, and thus most of them would get killed. Also, without the secret agent, it would be very difficult, if not impossible, to navigate through the Skibidi space, since there wouldn't be any lucky cameraman as well as this device. But you could be the lucky one by subscribing to the channel. Just do it. Since the secret agent isn't in this timeline, you're supposed to be here. But seriously now, surely they would be able to get in by blowing up the front door. But how many times would they be able to do that? So yeah, the bunker arc wouldn't go so smoothly, or might not even occur. However, this would also be kinda good since our dear Plungerman and Dark Speakerman would survive. And the most important of all is that all analysis channels wouldn't have to go into Albert Einstein mode trying to find him. Man, the story would have been a lot less complicated. But I think we should be glad that he did exist in the series, since the scientist would also survive. And you know how much tribute this would bring to the Alliance, right? Anyways, finally, what would happen if the upgraded camera Titan came to episode 47 instead of the cinema Titan? How would this play out? For starters, the camera Titan at this point is much stronger than Titan cinemaMan, as he possesses way more weapons and has more physical strength and durability. So even though he gets cornered by G-Man and the other mutants, he would just put their lights out pretty easily. And even if we assume that there were some other side plans Jimmy had in mind, it still wouldn't cut it. I mean, come on, it's our upgraded camera daddy we are talking about here, right? Plus, from his noted feats, he even handled more powerful versions of them. So this should be basically light work. He would kill G-Man and every other mutant around, and then would forcefully free the Speaker Titan from his infection. However, this means that the story would continue with only the camera Titan being upgraded while these two remain at base, since they really didn't get damaged. And we all know them not getting upgraded wouldn't be the best. But on the bright side, G-Man is actually dead in this version of the story, which in theory is a good thing. But I think it would cause a huge problem for the Alliance, as the Astros would come much earlier in the series, since we saw that G-Man was one of their targets. Characters like the Detainer Astro would still survive since Jimmy isn't there to end him. This would probably mean that most arcs would be irrelevant, and there would be more intense battles. With this, I'm not just seeing the Alliance lasting longer than usual. Even though we did say the other Titans get some minor upgrades, it still wouldn't matter, as let's not forget that the Astros' attack powers are just too high. Yeah, it's crazy to think that all of this would happen just because of the absence of G-Man. Wait, does this mean his plot armor also helps protect the Alliance? No wonder he said they would need him. But anyways, I think you all understand, right? The Alliance currently stands no chance against the Astros, at least with their shown technologies. Speaking of that, we might get to see the agents build something powerful enough to take out Astros. But still, it wouldn't help significantly in the overall battle. And slowly but surely, the Alliance would get wiped out. Click on this video to see me rank the strongest weapons in the entire Skibidi fandom. Go on, check it out!